Have you ever wondered how fashion and beauty trends have evolved over the 20th century? Let's take a fascinating journey back to the 1920s, an era that roared with a fresh wave of fashion. The flapper fashion was the talk of the town, with women flaunting short skirts and dropped waistlines for a more relaxed silhouette. The bobbed hairstyle and bold makeup became the symbols of women's newfound freedom. As we flip the pages to the 1940s and 1950s, we see the shadows of World War II influencing fashion. With resources rationed, clothing became simpler and more practical. But as the war ended, there was a seismic shift back to femininity. The 1950s were all about full skirts, cinched waists, and a return to glamorous styling, as if the world was making up for lost time. As we moved into the mid-century, fashion continued to reflect societal changes and cultural shifts. As we transition into the 1960s and 1970s, fashion began to take a bold turn. The 60s birthed the mod fashion movement, an era of audacious style. It was a time of miniskirts and shift dresses, of geometric patterns and vibrant hues, a celebration of individuality and non-conformity. But as the decade turned, the 70s brought with it a new rhythm. The bohemian and disco influences harmonized into a mesmerizing melody of style. Flared pants and platform shoes took center stage, while psychedelic prints flowed like free verse poetry, embodying the spirit of the era. However, the pendulum of fashion is ever swinging, and the 80s brought with it a wild swing back to boldness. The decade was a symphony of exaggeration. Shoulder pads broadened, power suits were donned, and vibrant colors painted the canvas of the fashion world anew. It was a time of audacious style, a celebration of power and confidence. But as the 90s dawned, the fashion world began to whisper where it once shouted. The boldness of the 80s gave way to a minimalist aesthetic. Influences from grunge to hip-hop threaded through the fabric of fashion, creating a tapestry both raw and refined. As we approached the end of the century, fashion began to reflect a diverse array of influences. It was a testament to the ever-evolving narrative of style, a story woven from threads of history, culture, and individual expression. Entering the 21st century, fashion began to take cues from past decades while also embracing new influences. As we stepped into the new millennium, there was a fascinating fusion of styles, a mix and match of trends from the past, remixed with the contemporary. The influence of the 90s minimalist aesthetic lingered, but the boldness of the 80s also made a comeback with vibrant colors and exaggerated styles. A new player emerged on the fashion scene, one that would forever change the landscape: fast fashion. With the ability to churn out trendy, affordable clothes at breakneck speed, brands like Zara and H&M revolutionized the way we shop and dress. Globalization also played a significant role. The internet and social media broke down geographic barriers, allowing for a cross-pollination of ideas and styles. Instagram, in particular, became a platform for individuals to express their unique fashion sense and for brands to showcase their latest collections. Beauty standards, too, have evolved in tandem. The slim, size zero figure popular in the early 2000s gave way to a more inclusive definition of beauty. Today, there is a growing appreciation for diverse body types, skin colors, and features, reflecting our societal values and ideals. The rise of social media influencers and beauty gurus has also significantly shaped the beauty industry, with trends being set and followed in real time. The history of fashion and beauty is a dynamic and ever-evolving narrative, creating an ongoing dialogue between the past and the present.